pleasure, steep pleasure to announce that we have joint winners, as you know, for the Citizen of the Year.
Big drum roll.
Oh yeah, can everyone make a bit of noise, because this is the big domener, this one.
And the Gold Lady goes to the Gold Lady or to the Academy Award.
Let's go to the Academy Award.
And the Academy Awards go to, the Darebin Academy Awards go to Chris Lombardo. And Harini Prentice.
Welcome. All right, Chris Lombardo, CEO of community organisation Bridge Darebin. Chris Lombardo led her team of staff and volunteers through a year like no other in 2020. When face-to-face gatherings stopped, rather than close the facilities in Preston and Thornbury, Chris recognised that the local community was going to need support in acute and unprecedented ways, and was determined to keep Bridge Darebin open. Chris partnered with other neighbourhood houses and organisations, including Darebin City Council, Fair Share, Feed Appeal, Food Bank, local businesses, MPs and Uber, to provide emergency relief in the form of thousands of cooked and frozen meals, hygiene packs and fresh food. To protect employment, staff were redeployed to assist in donation distribution and training, and educational classes were moved online. Again, you know, when like most normal people, you sit back and you go, oh, I don't know what to do, I'll watch Netflix. This was like feeding people, handing out sanitizer, like literally just bringing us all together, feeding people, looking after us. Amazing job. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm wondering when Tom Hanks is going to come out actually
Yeah.
with all this stuff. And I do like
Meryl Streep.
Meryl
Oh,
Streep.
you both just dated yourselves there.
Excuse me. So honestly, I really want to thank Darebin Council for this great honour tonight, but I just love Darebin community. No disrespect, but I don't live in Darebin, but I've worked in Darebin for 20 years, and I've had...
Yeah, we'll take that.
I have had the opportunity several times to apply for exactly the same role 3 minutes from where I live. And my husband would say, why do you want to keep travelling to Preston? And my answer has always been, because it's good for my soul.
Oh.
And I mean that, because it's a great community. And I grew up in the bush where we knew what community meant. Everyone does everything for each other. There's no demarcation. When you see a job that needs to be done, you just do it. But I have to say, I've accepted many awards on behalf of my organisation before. This is the first one just for me, and it doesn't quite sit well, but I have to say, I can't do any of it without the fantastic team, some of whom are here tonight. And I should just make a special mention that you don't get to be a good community worker if you don't grow up in a family with good values. I think I started volunteering at Mum, 15 in the junior CFA or something like that. It's just what we did, but we did it because I had great parents who showed me the way.
Is your mum here?
She's over there.
Oh, hello, Mum.
She does a lot of baking for Moon Rabbit and for our fundraisers and everything, but look, honestly, enough about me. I'm so happy to share this with this wonderful woman here.
I will definitely be doing that, but can I say, and I appreciate the fact, I'm sure you've got a fabulous team and I'm sure they're very grateful that you've mentioned them, but can we also take a moment to just acknowledge your work as an individual human, because a lot of people have got great teams around them and they don't do the kind of things that you've done. I also grew up in the country. I wasn't running around hanging out food packs last year, right? You're great. You deserve this award. Let's give you another massive round of applause. Oh, I'm going to read out your bio as well. My goodness, you've done some things, haven't you? Now, is it Harini, forgive me. Harini Pieris is a sustainable business leader known for her work on the Wangan project, which reduces coffee cups going to landfill. Her participation in many sustainability events, mentoring students in sustainability projects and establishing the Darebin Zero Waste Business Facebook group. Harini believes that businesses can lead the way by working together with their local community. In response to COVID and working with other Darebin residents, Harini established the Northcote, Thornbury and Fairfield Takeaway Facebook group for residents, which currently has more than 10,000 members to support local cafes and restaurants. Hearing has mentored and partnered with businesses and established an online Darebin Traders Association with over 100 members. As a representative of this association, she has advocated to politicians and council, made meaningful connections and been a conduit of information. Hearing co-administers the Northcote, Thornbury and Fairfield retail and women leaders in Darebin Facebook groups. She's passionate about progressing positive change and responding to crises through local actions that support and grow community and business. In her own business, Northcote Bake Shop, Hirini donates the end of the day baked products to social enterprises, Lentils Anything and Food Without Borders. Amazing. Hirini today. Congratulations.
I'm shocking at public speaking, so I just
That's
wrote
okay.
something down.
You're among
but
friends.
I am just so honoured to stand here with Chris because she's a mentor for me.
Oh, isn't that good? Look at that.
And women like her that
Yeah.
allow me to do what I do. So
Yeah.
I truly, you're an inspiration to me, and I hope one day I'm like you. There is no doubt. But I just wrote a little thing as
Please
well.
go.
I feel blessed to be in a room with so many people who care and contribute to our community. I feel it was my duty as a citizen of Darebin to do whatever I could to protect my neighbours through such dark and uncertain times. I've had so many people, friends, neighbours and locals contribute, give up their time to get involved in our projects. I'm very grateful to every person who's picked up my calls, sometimes at odd times of the night, and allow me to brainstorm and trust my vision or gut. I like to think that COVID has allowed us to deepen our relationships with our neighbours and our community, and I hope that this sense of belonging, encouraging and caring for our community continues. And thank you to every person for your contribution to Darebin. Thanks.
So I'm always fascinated by this with people who are so selfless and so you're obviously very modest as well. But where does that come from? Do you think you were born with this desire to give, or did you learn it from somebody, or?
Yeah, I think my mum always
Can you just
gave,
come forward for me, darling?
I think
Thank
my
you.
mum always gave selflessly, but to everyone that's got this award, we don't do it for the awards. We just get up and we see our neighbours struggling and we help. You see somebody else needing something and you help. And so you do it because your neighbour needs you. And these awards are great, but you kind of just do it.
But I'm not in any way trying to be a downer, but a lot of people see that need and they don't do.
Yeah.
And I find it very interesting when I'm talking to people like you two to kind of go, what is it in you that is this beautiful light that wants to, share and care and love? And maybe you don't know, that's just how you roll.
that's how we roll.
However you roll, we're so grateful. Aren't they amazing? Beautiful women. Thank you.
I can't tell you how emotional
I know. Do you know what?
And that's
Honestly,
I'm serious.
no,
That's
it
really
really
emotional.
is. It's very there you go, Don. I've got a 13-year-old, and she's at that point where